Hi, we are the staff of the Melrose High School newspaper, The Imprint.
Each year, at the time of graduation, we produce a senior issue that commemorates that year's graduating class.
Although we weren't able to do the senior issue in print this year, we worked hard to create a virtual version to celebrate the class of 2020 nonetheless. The articles will go live following the awards.
Now is the time more than ever to keep journalism alive. On the website, you will find articles about recent events at MHS and in Melrose, and a special section on every senior.
It includes future plans, class favorites and memories, and a class will. The Imprint can be found at www.tinyurl.com/themhsimprint. Thank you and congrats to all my fellow 2020 graduates.
Welcome to the MHS Class of 2020 Senior Awards Night. I've said this numerous times and I confidently say it again. This class is made up of tremendous individuals and collectively have become one of the greatest classes in our school's history. You will be known throughout our future as the senior class who helped to lead our entire community through the COVID-19 pandemic. And I hope, in addition, the leaders of our future that will help to end racism and racial injustice and create the change that heals our communities across this nation. I believe in you, and I believe that you are capable of anything. Tonight, we will recognize students for academic awards and scholarships. I would like to thank the Melrose High School Permanent Scholarship Fund for their commitment to helping the students of MHS continue their education. Most of our recognition and scholarships will be awarded in alphabetical order. Stay tuned until the end when we recognize some very special scholarships and awards. Thank you all for joining us tonight, and a special thank you to the families of this outstanding class for being great partners with us in your students' education.
Good evening. I am Carrie Berman, Assistant Principal for the Class of 2020. Congratulations and thank you all for being here this evening. I would like to now introduce our class officers. The President of the Class of 2020, Alana Fahey. The Vice President of the Class of 2020, Olivia Boomhauer. The Secretary of the Class of 2020, Victoria Ackerman. Congratulations, guys, and thank you for all of your hard work. At this time, I would now like to introduce Ms. Lindsay Dobbins, the Administrator for Student Services for grades 6 through 12.
It is my honor to introduce the President's Award for Educational Excellence from the Melrose High School Class of 2020. Awards recipients will be announced later in the ceremony with their other awards. The purpose of this award is to recognize academic success in the classroom. To be eligible for this award, students must achieve a grade point average of 3.5 out of a 4.0 on an unweighted scale. Class of 2020, we are extremely proud of your academic achievements, and on behalf of the Guidance Department and the school administration, I would like to wish each of you well in your future endeavors. I will now read to you a letter sent to the recipients from President Trump. Congratulations to the recipients of the 2020 President's Education Award. Over the past year, the individuals who have earned this distinguished honor have exhibited exceptional work ethic and determination. Our nation will soon look to these future leaders for guidance, and I am confident they will continue to build a stronger and more prosperous future for our great country. The First Lady joins me in applauding the educators, administrators, parents, and other community leaders who have been there every step of the way to encourage and uplift these bright young men and women. As these talented students pursue their dreams and passions, we send our best wishes for continued success. Keep up the great work. Congratulations.
Good evening, everyone. My name is David Lucas, and I'm a trustee of the Melrose High School Permanent Scholarship Fund. I live here in Melrose. I work here in town locally as an attorney, and I'm also a 1990 graduate of Melrose High and a recipient of one of the awards that someone may actually receive tonight, and that's something I'm still thankful for. Now, the next 3 minutes of tonight's Senior Awards Night will certainly be the most boring part, I admit, but We'll do it quickly and we'll get through it, I assure you. On behalf of the General Committee and our new Board of Directors, I want to thank Mr. Merrill for allowing us to make this quick presentation and to personally congratulate each of you seniors and certainly your families. And I want to take a minute just to briefly explain to you the source of the scholarship funds that many of you are receiving tonight. The MHS Permanent Scholarship Fund was first legally formed almost 50 years ago in 1961 by a small group of volunteers here in town who pooled together $200 to set up a fund to help graduates of Melrose High attend college. Over the decades, that fund, of course, grew, mostly due to countless hours of work by volunteers who grew up here or who went to school here or moved here with their families, with citywide fundraisers that became a must-attend event for everyone in town over the decades. I'm very happy to tell you that after 50 years, those $200 have now grown to over $7 million. Even with the recent difficulties with the economy, our investors at Rockland Trust have done a great job preserving the gifts that so many donors, both from inside Melrose or outside of town, have generously handed to us. And it all goes to you guys. There are only two things that we ask of you in return for the gifts that you're receiving tonight. First, and most importantly, you will receive with your scholarship the name and address of the individual or the family that is responsible for donating that particular money to you. Please, please send them a thank you note. Let them know who you are, where you're going to school next year, maybe what you're going to study if you know, and maybe even what part of town you grew up in. Most of these people started your scholarship in memory of a loved one who has passed away. They really want to know about you, and they want to know how you might continue their loved one's legacy. Second, please tell your parents to get involved with our fund. Tell them right now, get involved with our fund as a volunteer. It's actually very easy. It's a doable commitment, I promise you. It's not a ton of hours. We all love new volunteers for our fundraisers, and we love meeting new friends. Personally, it's something I've enjoyed very much for about 12 years now. Finally, again, on behalf of our board of directors and our volunteers, I want to thank the selection committee of Melrose High teachers who, again, this year, determined and gave out all of tonight's scholarship awards under very different and difficult circumstances over the last 3 months. We know how hard they work each year, and we appreciate their long hours very much. So that's the end of the boring presentation for tonight. Congratulations again to all the graduates of 2020. A very strange year so far. It's about the least we can say. But I can promise you, school for you will only get better hereafter. Have a great, great night.
We would now like to recognize the academic awards and scholarships for the class of 2020. Nicole Abbott, National Honor Society, Global Language Honor Society in Spanish, and the Danny Williams Memorial Scholarship. Anais Abrego, National Honor Society, President's Award for Educational Excellence, 4 years of language in Spanish, the Global Language Honor Society in Spanish, Outstanding Achievement in Video Production, and the Gary L. Colasanti Memorial Scholarship. Victoria Ackerman, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, 4 years of language in Italian, the Global Language Honor Society in Italian, and the Rotary Club of Melrose. Christopher Allen, Melrose Metco Parent Group Scholarship and the General Committee Scholarship. Hunter Adrian, Best Male Athlete, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, 4 years of language in Spanish, the Rotary Club of Melrose, and the General Committee Scholarship. Claire Albuja, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, the Global Language Honor Society in Spanish, the STEM Pathway Certificate, the Joseph G. and Gladys V. Sawtell Memorial Scholarship, a General Committee Scholarship, and community service of 300 hours or more. Maisie Anderson, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, 4 years of language in Spanish, the Global Language Honor Society in Spanish, the STEM Pathway Certificate, the Franklin W. Gavigan Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Colin Bailey, the Oak Grove Development Scholarship and the General Committee Scholarship. Adam Barletta, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, the GEM Pathway Certificate, 4 years of language in French, the Outstanding Achievement in Physics, the Mark C. Peavy Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Joseph Barrasso, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, the English 4 CP Award, the Melrose Sharing and Caring Eleanor T. Gately Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Michael Barrasso, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, the Melrose Sharing and Caring Eleanor T. Gately Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Megan Boudet, 4 years of Chorus Award, 4 years of Language in German, Kappa Delta Psi Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Catherine Benna, Global Language Honor Society in German, 4 years of Language in German, the Language Opportunity Coalition Achievement in German, the Class of 1904 William L. Orton Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Carly Bottano, General Committee Scholarship. Elizabeth Blatchford, the Publishing Award and 4 years of Chorus Award. Keelan Boisvert, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, the 4 years of Language in French Award, the Global Language Honor Society in French, the State Seal of Biliteracy in French, the STEM Pathway Certificate, the GEM Pathway Certificate, the Stephen J. Ursland Memorial Scholarship, 300 hours of community service, and 4 years of Chorus Award. Theodore Bookman, the General Committee Scholarship. Olivia Boomhauer, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, 4 years of Language in Spanish, 4 years of Chorus Award, and the Howard B. Wilder Memorial Scholarship. Brooke Borstel, the Photo Award, 4 years of Language in French, the GEM Pathway Certificate, the Roy A. Vaughn Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Charles Borstel, the James A. Shanahan Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Courtney Borstel, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, 4 years of Language in French, the GEM Pathway Certificate, the Global Language Honor Society in French, the Language Opportunity Coalition Achievement Award in French, the Frank D. and Beatrice M. Hislop Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Emily Boucher, 4 years of Language in Italian Award, and a General Committee Scholarship. Emma Bradley, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, the Phyllis W. McGrath Mosher Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Sophie Brennan, the Publishing Award, and the Ann Norton Scholarship. Alexander Brinchero, the Dorothy Hosmer Parker Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Ethan Broder, 4 years of Language in German, the James and Violet Saratani Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Victor Bruch, 4 years of Language in Spanish, the Language Opportunity Coalition Achievement in Spanish, the Paul W. Daly Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Shane Buckley Fennell, 4 years of Language in Italian, the Global Language Honor Society in Italian, and the Lieutenant Stephen A. Groark Memorial Scholarship. Keith Butler, the Class of 1957 Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Andrew Calvert, the Matthew C. Shilley Memorial Scholarship. Daniel Camilio, Outstanding Achievement in Mathematics, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, the Class of 1946 Scholarship, and the General Committee Scholarship. Diego Cardenas, 4 years of Language in French, the Language Opportunity Coalition Achievement in French, the Anne and Tony Canzanello Music Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Lauren Carlino, English 4 CP Award, the 4 years of Language in Italian, John Abbott Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Samantha Shabbat, President's Award for Educational Excellence, and a Global Language Honor Society Award. Annika Shaharam, the General Committee Scholarship. George Chan, President's Award for Educational Excellence, the Global Language Honor Society in Italian, and the Randall Clark Bean Memorial Scholarship. Caitlin Chan, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, 4 years of Language in Spanish, the Global Language Honor Society in Spanish, the Language Opportunity Coalition Achievement in Spanish, the Frank D. and Beatrice M. Hislop Memorial Scholarship. Amber Chow, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, the AP English Literature Award, 4 years of language in Spanish, Global Language Honor Society in Spanish, Outstanding Achievement in Spanish, the Seal of Biliteracy in Spanish, Outstanding Achievement in Chemistry, the STEM Pathway Certificate, Melrose Symphony Orchestra Award, the Francis S. Hall Memorial Scholarship, and community service of 300 hours or more. Eli Coleman, 4 years of language in Spanish, the Language Opportunity Coalition Achievement Award in Spanish, and the Michael Mahon Scholarship. Madison Coletti, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, the A&D Foster Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Taylor Colon, a General Committee Scholarship. Molly Kaur, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, the National School Orchestra Award, the Melrose Symphony Orchestra Award, Outstanding Achievement in Mathematics, 4 years of language in Italian, the Global Language Honor Society in Italian, the Stephen N. Monroe Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Alexandra Cotuno, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, 4 years of language in French, the GEM Pathway Certificate, the Paul M. Marcolonius Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Matthew Coviello, the Ripley School PTO Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Christiana Chichek, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, the Global Language Honor Society in Spanish, the Frank D. and Beatrice M. Hislop Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Christopher Cusalito, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, the Mount Hood Inner Club Scholarship, and the Harold W. Poole Memorial Scholarship. Nora Daly, the Global Language Honor Society in Spanish, the Susan M. Scully Memorial Scholarship Fund, and a General Committee Scholarship. Grace Davis, the Class of 1987 Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Serena Dabari, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, the Creative Writing Award, the Global Language Honor Society in Italian, the State Seal of Biliteracy with Distinction in Italian, the Class of 1949 Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Julia Diebel, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, the 4 years of language in Spanish, the Lester and Walter Grocott Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Miles Del Greco, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, 4 years of language in Italian, the Global Language Honor Society in Italian, the STEM Pathway Certificate, the Ralph I. Simpson Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Thomas Del Mastro, 4 years of language in Italian, the Dr. Robert E. Batchelder Scholarship. Charles DeMeo, 4 years of language in Italian, the Melrose Fish and Game Chris Bork Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Sophia Marie Dennis, 4 years of language in Spanish, the State Seal of Biliteracy Spanish, and a General Committee Scholarship. I'd now like to introduce Mr. Brian Corrigan, Assistant Principal for grades 9 and 11.
James Denovan, 4-year Chorus Award. Redwan Drift, President's Award for Educational Excellence, 4 years of language, French, Global Language Honor Society, French, Language Opportunity Coalition Achievement, French, Rebecca Lynn Mockler Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship Fund. Catherine Duffy, the GEM Pathway Certificate, 4 years of language, French, Global Language Honor Society, French, Language Opportunity Coalition Achievement, French, Warren and Margaret Nash Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Kathleen Dugan Potter, 4 years of language, Spanish, Global Language Honor Society, Spanish, Class of 1930 Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Rebecca Dumont, President's Award for Educational Excellence, 4 years of language, Italian, Global Language Honor Society, Italian, the Jill Priestley Memorial Scholarship. Mikal Dunton, Dr. William G. Marcoux Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Mackay Dunton, Friends of Melrose Metco Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. William Durant, President's Award for Educational Excellence, 4 years of language, Spanish, the Mary E. Driscoll Memorial Scholarship, a General Committee Scholarship. Alicia Edgerton, President's Award for Educational Excellence, the 2D Art Award, Susan C. Eason Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Waleed El Sweezy, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, Excellence in History, the Class of 1954 Scholarship, and General Committee Scholarship. Isabella Urici, a General Committee Scholarship. Alana Fahey, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, the Social Studies Department Award, 4 years of language French, Global Language Honor Society French, the State Seal of Biliteracy French, 300 or more hours of community service, and a Milano Family Scholarship. Bailey Fowler, 4 years of language Spanish, 4 years of chorus, and a General Committee Scholarship. Jenna Fracasso, a GEM Pathway Certificate, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, 4 years of language French, Global Language Honor Society French, State Seal of Biliteracy French, June M. Reed Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Dagny Frankenthaler, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, 4 years of language French, Language Opportunity Coalition Achievement French, the Helen G. Kershaw Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Piper Frankenthaler, the Lincoln School Ray Tobin Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. James Frederick, Maureen Carroll Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Serena Fusco, 4 years of language Italian, and a General Committee Scholarship. Jesse Gardner, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, the 2D Art Award, and Raymond J. Rocha Memorial Scholarship. Sabrina Gardner, GEM Pathway Certificate, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, 4 years of language French, Global Language Honor Society French, Language Opportunity Coalition Achievement French, the Charles E. Sheridan Memorial Scholarship, a General Committee Scholarship in Community Service 300 or more hours. Sophia George, 4 years of language Italian, the Thelma Wright Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Taylor Giles, the Journalism Award, and a General Committee Scholarship. Jessica Glynn, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, 4 years of language Italian, the Global Language Honor Society Italian, Charles G. and Angela H. Bunny Ragucci Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Cameron Gorman, the William J. Emery Memorial Scholarship. Sophia Guckelberger, President's Award for Educational Excellence, 4 years of language German, Global Language Honor Society German, Language Opportunity Coalition Achievement German, Francis S. Hall Memorial Scholarship. Abigail Halloran, 4 years of Chorus Award, the Dr. James M. Rooney Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Rebecca Hamburg, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, Outstanding Achievement in Mathematics, 4 years of language Spanish, Global Language Honor Society Spanish, Ellen and Walter Creedon Scholarship, and 4 years of Chorus Award. Joanna Hamilton, 4 years of language Spanish, the Robert F. Malone Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. William Hancock, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, 4 years of language French, the Edwina Goody Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Oliver Hannon, Language Opportunity Coalition Achievement Latin, the Woodman of the World Lodge No. 216 Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship Fund. Heather Hansen, a General Committee Scholarship. Jane Harrington, President's Award for Educational Excellence, Outstanding Achievement in Business, Excellence in Anthropology and Sociology, the Global Language Honor Society, French, the Community Associate of Melrose, Inc., and a General Committee Scholarship Fund. Timothy Healy, the Richard Flanagan General Fund Award, the William J. Reynolds Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Taylor Heidenbrecht, President's Award for Educational Excellence, the Caroline Simpson Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Sean Herbert, the Charles C. Cliff McDonald Scholarship. Reagan Hickey, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, 4 years of language Spanish, the Corinne Morris Johnson Scholarship, the June A. Rich Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Alvin Holder III, the Journalism Award, 4 years of language Spanish, the Language Opportunity Coalition Achievement in Spanish, the Pon Felied Club Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Emily Holleran, the Yvetta Johnson Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Michael Holsky, President's Award for Educational Excellence, 4 years of language Spanish, the Class of 1925 Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Brendan Ingalls, 4 years of language German, the Class of 1965 Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Tyler Jansen, President's Award for Educational Excellence, the Global Language Honor Society, Spanish, Tracy W. Decker Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Needley Jean-Baptiste, a General Committee Scholarship. Nellie Jordow, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, the Fred Waring Director's Award, Chorus, the Friends of Melrose Drama in memory of Dottie Morris, a General Committee Scholarship, and 4 years of Chorus Award. Jared Corellis, the Joseph and Mary Spinelli and George Grandolfi Memorial Sports Scholarship. Abigail Keefe, President's Award for Educational Excellence, 4 years of language French, the Language Opportunity Coalition Achievement in French, the Private David A. Bingham U.S. Marine Corps Memorial Scholarship, and community service 300 hours or more. Caitlin Keegan, the GEM Pathway Certificate, the George F. Donegan Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Chloe Keegan, President's Award for Educational Excellence, the Global Language Honor Society Spanish, 4 years of language Spanish, the STEM Pathway Certificate, Ralph W. Allen Jr. Scholarship, a General Committee Scholarship, and community service 300 hours or more. Adam Cleese, a General Committee Scholarship. Nia Kovacev, the Photo Award, John Michael Hughes Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Ella Kragowski, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, the 2D Art Award, 4 years of language Italian, Global Language Honor Society Italian, the Ruth E. Jocelyn Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Adam Lakiki, a General Committee Scholarship. Olivia Lavery, the John P. Riley Memorial Scholarship. Catherine Lawrence, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, the Mabel L. Merrill Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Angie Lazar, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, 4 years of Chorus Award, the Class of 1932 Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Natalie Lemus, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, the Christina L. McDevitt Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Cole Lepler, President's Award for Educational Excellence, Excellence in Civics, 4 years of language Spanish, Global Language Honor Society Spanish, Language Opportunity Coalition Achievement Spanish, the Danny Williams Memorial Scholarship, and a Band Award. Jigwen Lin, 4 years of language Latin, and a General Committee Scholarship. Steve Liu, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, 4 years of language Italian, the Ruth R. Lloyd Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship.
Giovanni Loiacano, the Stephen R. Russell Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Ava Lepresti, 300 or more hours of community service, the Henry A. Mahoney Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Joseph Lucian, a General Committee Scholarship. Matthew Lynch, the Ripley School PTO Devin Sullivan Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Emma Lynch Galvin, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, 4 years of language in Spanish, and the Melissa Gillis Memorial Scholarship. Sarah McGuire, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, the Publishing Award, the Global Language Honor Society in Spanish, the 4 years of language in Spanish, the Robert W. Zwicker Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Brendan Marr, 4 years of language in Spanish, the Language Opportunity Coalition Achievement in Spanish, and the Clarence T. Neal and Alice C. Neal Memorial Scholarship. Marie Mar, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, 4 years of language in French, the Language Opportunity Coalition Achievement in French, the Richard L. Hildreth Memorial Scholarship, and 300 or more hours of community service. Mary Catherine Mahoney, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, the 4 years of language in Spanish, the Global Language Honor Society in Spanish, the Language Opportunity Coalition Achievement in Spanish, the James A. Shanahan Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. James Markham, 4 years of language in Italian, the Global Language Honor Society in Italian, the Cheryl Pescator Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Cameron Marks, the Joseph A. Rotundi Memorial Scholarship. Andrew Martin, General Committee Scholarship. Clara Martin, the GEM Pathway Certificate, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, the Global Language Honor Society in French, the Language Opportunity Coalition Achievement Award, the Al Corona Performing Arts Scholarship, and the State Seal of Biliteracy in French. Ana Masai Souza, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, 4 years of language in Spanish, the State Seal of Biliteracy in Spanish, the Class of 1914 Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Liam McCall, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, 4 years of language in Italian, the Global Language Honor Society in Italian, the June A. Graham Memorial Track Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Shannon McCarty, the Journalism Award. Ryan McClintock, a General Committee Scholarship. Julianne McHugh, the Art Department Award, the Class of 1928 Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Devin McDade, a General Committee Scholarship. Bridget McGonigal, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, the Outstanding Achievement in Environmental Science, the Class of 1939 Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Brandon McSorley, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, 4 years of language in French, the Language Opportunity Coalition Achievement in French, the Floyd R. Judd and Mary F. Judd Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Jovan Meadows, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, and the Charles O. Francis Memorial Scholarship. Todd Minyaka, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, the STEM Department Award, the STEM Pathway Certificate, Excellence in Economics, 4 years of language in Spanish, the Global Language Honor Society in Spanish, the Language Opportunity Coalition Achievement in Spanish, and the Francis S. Hall Memorial Scholarship. Stephen Milton, a General Committee Scholarship. Grayson Minicello, the Pauline L. Grimes Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Olivia Moan, a General Committee Scholarship. Gabriel Monzon, 4 years of language in Spanish, the Language Opportunity Coalition Achievement in Spanish, the Jane Thurber Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. William Moore, a General Committee Scholarship. Nicholas Moraes, the James A. Camlin Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Matthew Morrissey, the John P. Hahn Memorial Scholarship. Melaine Mosqueda, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, 4 years of language in Spanish, the Global Language Honor Society in Spanish, the Arthur W. Brewster Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Colby Moss, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, 4 years of language in Spanish, the Language Opportunity Coalition Achievement in Spanish, the Philip B. Churchill Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Lydia Melrose, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, Outstanding Achievement in Mathematics Award, Outstanding Achievement in Latin Award, the Global Language Honor Society in French and Latin, the Language Opportunity Coalition Achievement Award in Latin, and the Class of 1945 Scholarship. Olivia Mullaney, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, 4 years of language in Italian, the Global Language Honor Society Italian, the Class of 1940 Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Gabriela Muniz Gonzalez, President's Award for Educational Excellence, the Language Opportunity Coalition Achievement in Latin, the Jean E. Brown and Joseph G. Sawtell Jr. Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Emma Monroe, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, the National School Choral Award, 4 Years of Chorus Award, the 4 Years of Language Award in German, the Global Language Honor Society in German, the Language Opportunity Coalition Achievement Award in German, and the Anthony J. and Mary T. Pagano Scholarship. Alexis Neubauer, a General Committee Scholarship. Sydney Norris, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, Outstanding Achievement in CAD and Engineering Award, the 4 Years of Language Award in French, the Global Language Honor Society in French, the Class of 1934 and 1935 Scholarship, a General Committee Scholarship, and the Language Opportunity Coalition Achievement Award in French. Tiago Nunes, 4 Years of Language in Spanish, and the Language Opportunity Coalition Achievement Award in Spanish. Christian Nyland, 4 Years of Language in Italian, the Norman A. Graff Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Nicole Zui, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, the 4 Years of Language in Italian, the Global Language Honor Society in Italian, the State Seal of Biliteracy and Distinction in Italian, the Melrose Lodge of Elks, and a General Committee Scholarship. Nathan O'Gara, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, Outstanding Achievement in Mathematics Award, 4 Years of Language in German, the Global Language Honor Society in German and Latin, the Language Opportunity Coalition Achievement in German and Latin, and the Elliot L. and Elizabeth Santiel Memorial Scholarship. Zachary Olson, a General Committee Scholarship. Chelsea Adaluca, 4 Years of Language in French, the Class of 1967 Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Ashley Palmer, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, the Global Language Honor Society in Spanish, the Class of 1963 Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Owen Parenti, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, the Helen V. Knorr Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Alessia Pari de Monriva, 4 Years of Language in German, the Global Language Honor Society in German, the Language Opportunity Coalition Achievement in German, Outstanding Achievement in German Award, the Melrose Symphony Orchestra Award, the STEM Pathway Certificate, the Carol V. and William F. Neal Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Brian Pelrine, the Wellness Award. Stephanie Perez Baltadano, the General Committee Scholarship. William Pesci, the Corinne Morris Johnson Scholarship, the William F. Trider Jr. Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Alec Peterson, the Band Award, 4 Years of Language in French Award, and the Frank DiGiacomo Memorial Scholarship. Ethan Pizzini, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, the Language Opportunity Coalition Achievement in Latin, Excellence in Science Award, the STEM Pathway Certificate, and the Robert F. Lucas Esquire Memorial Scholarship, and the Band Award. Benjamin Pfeiffer, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, 4 Years of Language in German, the Elizabeth R. Learned Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Aceli Pimentel Peña, 4 Years of Language in Italian, and a General Committee Scholarship. Eric Pimentel, Melrose Grange No. 331 POH Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Gabrielle Progers, 4 Years of Language in Spanish, and the Class of 1948 Scholarship. Ethan Prosper, 4 Years of Language in German, the Language Opportunity Coalition Achievement in German, the Stephen L. Lamone Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Emma Randolph, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, the Global Language Honor Society in Spanish, the Charles F. Tura Family Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Caitlin Regan, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, 4 Years of Language in Italian, the Global Language Honor Society in Italian, the Class of 1959 Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Lillian Riley, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, 4 Years of Language in Spanish, the Martha C. Quinn Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. David Reese, 4 Years of Language in Spanish, and a General Committee Scholarship. Nicholas Richards, 4 Years of Language in German, the Jeffrey C. Madden Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Jasmine Riley, the Wellness Award, the David W. Zwicker Memorial Scholarship, the Melrose Metco Parent Group Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship.
Nyla Brisola, 4 Years of Language Italian. Matthew Roberts, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, the 2D Art Award, 4 years of language, Italian, Global Language Honor Society, Italian, Scott W. Campbell Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Victor Rodriguez, the Robert P. Davey Jr. Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Roberto Rodriguez Paz, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, 4 years of language, Spanish, Global Language Honor Society, Spanish, the State Seal of Biliteracy, Spanish, and the Christopher D. Palmer Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Jared Rosenblatt, a General Committee Scholarship. Cam Rosnov, Andrea Gerard Levin MHS Boys Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Ella Ruby, James F. Bouchard Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Selah Russell, a GEM Pathway Certificate, President's Award for Educational Excellence, 4 years of language, Spanish, Global Language Honor Society, Spanish and Latin, Language Opportunity Coalition Achievement, Spanish and Latin, and the Harold E. Linden and Mary A. Linden Memorial Scholarship. Saigar Sechar, 4 years of language, Italian, the Paul M. Bean Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Samantha Santoro, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, the Global Language National Honor Society, Italian, Class of 1947 Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Nicholas Santos, 4 years of language, French, and a General Committee Scholarship. Peter Santos, the Henry W. Hughes Memorial Scholarship. Sarashi Sapkota, 4 years of language, Spanish, the Shirley G. Spur American History Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Olivia Scarpa, the A. Emery Dixon Memorial Scholarship, a General Committee Scholarship, and 4 years of language, Italian. Elizabeth Swarzy, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, Outstanding Achievement in Mathematics, 4 years of language, French, Outstanding Achievement in French, Global Language Honor Society, French, State Seal of Biliteracy, French, Friends of Melrose Drama Scholarship, the Phi Theta Xi Sorority Scholarship, and Community Service 300 hours or more. David Sherrick, President's Award for Educational Excellence, Outstanding Achievement in Computer Science, the Corinne Morris Johnson Scholarship, the Thomas F. Sullivan Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Nor Sheehan, a General Committee Scholarship. Amaria Shepard, a General Committee Scholarship. Olivia Sherman, the 3D Art Award, the Anne Marie Turley Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Joseph Shields, Community Service, 300 hours or more. Vincent Simcoe, the Language Opportunity Coalition Achievement in Spanish, 4 years of language, Spanish, the Friends of Melrose Drama Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Kira Smith, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, 4 years of language, Spanish, the Language Opportunity Coalition Achievement in Spanish, and the Kenneth R. Norris Memorial Scholarship. Caitlin Smith, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, 4 years of language, French, the Global Language National Honor Society, French, the Language Opportunity Coalition Achievement in French, the Band Award, the Dr. Ernest Petruccelli Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Grace Solomon, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, 4 years of language, Spanish, the Global Language Honor Society, Spanish, the Language Opportunity Coalition Achievement in Spanish, the Upham Family Society Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Emily Stark, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, 4 years of language, Spanish, the Global Language National Honor Society, Spanish, the F.E. S. Brown Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Lydia Steger Wilson, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, the AP English Literature Award, Outstanding Achievement in Biology Award, 4 years of language, French, a STEM Pathway Certificate, Global Language National Honor Society, French and Latin, Language Opportunity Coalition Achievement, French and Latin, Francis S. Hall Memorial Scholarship, and Community Service 300 hours or more. Allison Stozel, Daria Elise Perlman Memorial Scholarship. Lillian Sullivan, a GEM Pathway Certificate, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, 4 years of language in Italian, Outstanding Achievement in Italian, Global Language National Honor Society in Italian, Global Language Coalition Achievement in Italian, the Theodore Todd K. Carthart III Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Maggie Sullivan, 4 years of language Spanish, the Clifford P. Somerville Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Hamzo Talil, a General Committee Scholarship. Liam Talbot, President's Award for Educational Excellence, World Language Department Award, 4 years of language German, Global Language National Honor Society, German and Latin, State Seal by Literacy, Latin, Language Opportunity Coalition Achievement, German, George and Netta Doherty Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship, and the Band Award. Janice Tang, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, Excellence in Psychology Award, 4 years of language Spanish, Global Language National Honor Society, Spanish, a STEM Pathway Certificate, the Dr. Elizabeth Hurst Memorial Scholarship, and Community Service, 300 hours or more. Maeve Tarpey, President's Award for Educational Excellence, Outstanding Achievement in Mathematics, 4 years of language, Italian, Global Language National Honor Society, Italian, Patricia Ball McLaughlin Memorial Scholarship, General Committee Scholarship. Rahana Termulus, a General Committee Scholarship. Jackson Teixeira, Outstanding Achievement in Video Production, Stephen H. Parker Scholarship. Catherine Thimble, President's Award for Educational Excellence, 4 years of language French, Joanne Smollins Memorial Scholarship, a General Committee Scholarship, and 4 years course award. Jenna Thorpe, 4 years of language French, and Carolyn Bob Messenger Scholarship. Sarah Tomaszuk, President's Award for Educational Excellence, 4 years of language German, Class of 1962 Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Erin Torpy, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, and the Rick Pierce Memorial Scholarship. Lena Torres, Global Language National Honor Society, French, Language Opportunity Coalition Achievement in French, 4 years of language French, National School Choral Award, the Rendato and Doris Diamakis Memorial Scholarship, a General Committee Scholarship, and 4 years of course award. Catherine Tully, 4 years of language, Spanish, and the Pediatric Healthcare Associate Scholarship. Eleanor Van Etten, President's Award for Educational Excellence, Outstanding Achievement in Mathematics, the STEM Pathway Certificate, 4 years of language in French, Global Language National Honor Society, French, Language Opportunity Coalition Achievement in French, Hazel and David Mirabassi Scholarship, a General Committee Scholarship, and 300 or more community service hours. Luka Vlakovic, the Francis X. and Alice R. Feely Family Memorial Scholarship. Evan Vogan, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, Language Opportunity Coalition Achievement in Latin, Outstanding Achievement in Computer Science, the Lieutenant James Gable Dunton Memorial Scholarship, a General Committee Scholarship, and the Band Award. Thomas Walton, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, 4 years of language German, the Global Language National Honor Society, German, the David J. Wasdike Memorial Scholarship. Audrey Weaver, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, 4 years of language, French, the State Seal by Literacy with Distinction, French, the Muriel H. Edwards Memorial Scholarship. Camilla Warner, a General Committee Scholarship. Allie Westgate, a General Committee Scholarship. Cameron White, the English 4 CP Award, and a General Committee Scholarship. Robert Wiesen, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, 4 years of language, German, Global Language National Honor Society, German, the George A. McFeeters Memorial Scholarship. Kylie Wilworth, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, the Global Language National Honor Society, Italian, and the Keith L. Wilworth Memorial Scholarship. Abigail Winey, the 4-year Chorus Award, and the Judith A. Macario Memorial Scholarship. Ethan Wikowski, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, the 4 years of language German, Global Language National Honor Society German, the BB School Parent Teacher Organization Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Michelle Wong, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, Excellence in Mathematics, 4 years of language Italian, a STEM Pathway Certificate, and the Global Language National Honor Society Italian. Catherine Wright, Best Female Athlete, the Nancy A. Solano Memorial Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Sani Yu, President's Award for Educational Excellence, Global Language National Honor Society Spanish, 4 years of language Spanish, the State Seal by Literacy Spanish, STEM Pathway Certificate, the Robert Paul Babbitt Scholarship, a General Committee Scholarship, and Community Service 300 hours or more. Cindy Zhu, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, Outstanding Achievement in Mathematics, 4 years of language Spanish, STEM Pathway Certificate, Global Language National Honor Society Spanish, and the Francis S. Hall Memorial Scholarship. Zachary Zabatis, President's Award for Educational Excellence, 4 years of language Spanish, Global Language National Honor Society Spanish, the Colleen M. Kelly Class of 2009 Scholarship, the Jane Miliotis Scholarship, and a General Committee Scholarship. Samuel Zion, a General Committee Scholarship. Congratulations to all of our Class of 2020 award winners and scholarship recipients. And now I'd like to welcome, from the Melrose Alliance Against Violence, Rebecca Mooney.
Good evening. I'm Rebecca Mooney, Executive Director of the Melrose Alliance Against Violence, or MAVE for short. There are 8 graduating seniors that were part of our MHS MAVE Student Action Board this year, a dynamic group of 20 students that work in the schools and in the community to prevent teen dating violence and promote healthy relationships. These students were involved in a range of activities, from galvanizing their peers to participate in our annual walk, which raises awareness about domestic violence, to going into all of the 9th grade freshman seminar classes and teaching about the warning signs of abuse, to the escalation program with the senior class, to the community coffee house, Voices Against Violence, and more. I would like to recognize these 8 students for their outstanding leadership. Alex Brinchero, Andrew Calvert, Alana Fahey, Alessa Hatch, Jules McHugh, Lizzie Schwarze, Maggie Sullivan, and Zach Zabatis. I also have a special award. It is an award and a scholarship called the Rita M. Downey Award for Social Justice. And it was created in honor of one of our founders who passed away in 2009. Rita was a passionate advocate for victims of domestic violence and worked tirelessly to promote social justice her entire life. And so each year we give this award to one of our graduating seniors who embodies those same qualities of dedication, compassion, and leading by example. It is my pleasure to award our 11th annual Rita M. Downey Award to Alana Fahey. In addition to all of the activities that I mentioned before, Alana was also one of our student representatives on the Safe Steps for Melrose Task Force. And we look to Alana a lot for her solid ideas and for always conveying the perspective of students in a thoughtful and honest way. Alana is a natural leader. When she speaks, people listen, and yet she always does it with a smile. She is strong and kind, and I can't think of a more deserving student for this award. So on behalf of MAVE, congratulations to all of the graduates. We wish you all the best, and we'll miss you. Thanks.
At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce to you the valedictorian for the Melrose High School Class of 2020, Amber Chow. Congratulations, Amber. We started off the school year without one of our very best members of our school community, Mr. Noon. Mr. Noon had a tremendous impact on so many of his students, and colleagues, including myself. Perhaps no single person had a greater impact on people in our school than Mr. Noon. Whether it was a quick chat, a text, or an email with all his words of encouragement, you really felt how much he believed in you. Teachers and students, along with Michael's family, were able to create an MHS permanent scholarship in his name. I'd like to introduce to you the first ever Michael Noon Memorial Scholarship, which goes to Devin McDade. Congratulations, Devin.
Peter E. Garapay was a beloved math teacher and assistant principal at Melrose High School, who was always willing to go above and beyond to help a student. Named in his honor, this award recognizes a student who consistently demonstrates honesty, integrity, and a willingness to go the extra mile. This year's Peter Garapay Award winner has been described by MHS staff members as an awesome person, the greatest teammate, and spunky, meaning courageous and determined. She has done over 300 hours of community service, mostly working with and supporting children. She organized a book drive, delivering 120 books to a local children's hospital. She's a three-sport athlete, lauded for her effort, talent, selflessness, and enthusiasm. A strong student, she earned all A's and B's throughout her high school experience, taking 8 AP classes. I got a chance to know this student this year via her role on the morning announcements. The announcements are done from my office, and I always try to be there to say hi and check in with the students. This student and her partner were always smiling, laughing, and did an awesome job being the voice of MHS. This year's Peter E. Garapay Award winner will attend the University of Massachusetts Amherst this fall. Along with the award, she will receive a scholarship from the Garapay family. This year's winner is Marie Marr. Congratulations, Marie.
I would now like to present the Claude H. Croston Award. Former Melrose High School principal Claude H. Croston was a champion for students who worked hard to overcome difficult situations. Named in his honor, this award is given to a student who demonstrated perseverance and determination as they worked to overcome adversity in their own life. This year's Claude H. Croston Award winner was nominated by both her current and former teachers. This student has grown exponentially as a person and become her true self. She is one of the greatest self-advocates and has been insightful and engaged in the classroom over her 4 years. Like most high school students, she struggled at times, but her growing confidence in herself allowed her to find success. This student truly believes in social justice, inclusion, and fair treatment for all, no matter one's race, color, national origin, gender identity, sexual orientation, and/or religion. It has been my pleasure to have worked with this student for the last 4 years and watch her grow and mature. She worked with Maeve for the past few years and served on the Student Action Board. She has traveled extensively during the summer, independently pursuing her passion in fashion, and will be attending the Fashion Institute of Technology in New York this fall. This year's Claude H. Croston Award goes to Jules McHugh. Congratulations, Jules, on all your hard work.
Over the past few years, students and staff have brainstormed what is important to us, which has informed our values and work, including the creation of a statement of positive behavior. Melrose, we make connections, embrace challenges, lead by example, respect everyone. We are one community open to all. We support each other and expect integrity. We recognize students over the course of the school year, and tonight we award our seniors. These decisions are informed by the teachers of Melrose High School and extremely difficult to choose. But we feel that this group are a wonderful representation of these values. At this time, I'd like to award the M for Making Connections to Julia Diebel. The first E, which represents Embracing Challenges, to Will Hancock. The L, which stands for Leading by Example, to Caitlin Chan. The R, for Respecting Everyone, goes to Victor Bruch. The O, which represents being one community open to all, goes to Redwan Drift. The S, for supporting each other, goes to Alana Fahey. And the second E, which represents expecting integrity, goes to Emma Lynch Galvin. Congratulations to all of the award recipients tonight. Thank you for being with us this evening. We look forward to seeing you all on August 7th. Keep the faith and keep each other well.